Pop.
Hi, Eddie.
Hi.
How are we doing today?
I'm doing well.
How's everybody out there?
Great to hear.
Yeah.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah. You too.
I know.
Mike and Ed in Milwaukee. This is the Worst Whiskey Watch Rotgut review.
Yeah. Well, I'm calling this one a weird whiskey watch, not a worst one necessarily.
Okay.
I'm calling it a weird one because I was recently in Colorado. You probably saw the video. Go check it out. Card. And we are going to start going through some of the bottles I brought back from, well, me and Erica brought back from our sojourn in Colorado. Which also, I don't know if I ever told you, if Erica ever starts a rap act, her nickname's going to be Young Lady Sojourn.
There you go.
Isn't that, I thought that was pretty slick. Anyway, so, I don't want to tell you what makes this weird.
Okay.
I think we should taste it a little bit. I want to get your reaction to it. I've already had it. I had it at the distillery. This is from Elkins, Colorado Whiskey in Estes Park, Colorado.
Okay.
So.
I'm getting ethanol. I'm getting green.
Yeah, it's green.
It's very green.
It's green. Yeah.
What is that?
I'm going to take a little sip. I already smelled this.
Like a polish almost.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like a wood polish?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. All right, get a taste.
All right,
Do it. I'm just watching. I've already drank it. Don't worry, it's not poison. It's not like it's poisoned or anything.
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
I'm thinking that tastes like a Wyoming whiskey. Not quite as bad, but we had this barrel pick that was just absolutely horrific.
Yeah, early on in our worst whiskey thing, it card up here.
Yeah.
It was probably one of the worst we've ever had. Okay, so you're not a big fan of it.
Not right now, no.
That is fair. I mean, we're going to be honest about these things.
Okay, so how old did they barrel this?
Guess. I want you to guess. Take a guess how old that is.
I'd say a month.
You're not too far. It's 3 days old.
Wow.
3 days old. So what makes this one interesting is it is from Estes Park, and it's only available in Estes Park. So, yeah, you're not going to be able to find it. But when I heard about how they made it, I knew we had to have it on here.
Okay, so why don't they age this properly?
So the reason is, the way they age it is they take a bunch of wood chips, white oak and French oak wood chips, put them in a big tub, put the whiskey in, and then, they soak it in soak the chips with the whiskey, and then they vibrate it. And so it's a corn whiskey. It started with a white whiskey. This is still a corn whiskey, which I don't know how that works with the TTB if you're using wood chips, and do they have to be used wood chips? I don't really know. But whatever.
Do they have to be charred wood chips?
Not if they're charred, then they have to be used. But if they're not charred, then they don't have to be used. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Point being, they do that for 3 days. The reason is Estes Park, where they make this, has
not enough.
Estes Park, where they make this, is had some really weird laws. First off, they wouldn't let them bring barrels into the distillery. They have a really weird reading of the fire code that you can't have barrels in the distillery. So when they first brought the barrels,
it begs the question: if you can't use barrels, why put a distillery there?
I assume that's where they're from. But anyway,
so this is a hybrid whiskey.
Well, here, okay, hold on. You need to hear the whole story. You got to hear the whole story.
Okay.
Because Estes Park said you can't use barrels. Right? And so they showed up, they brought barrels on a truck, and they pulled into the parking lot, and then the Estes official says, no, none of that. And so they're like, so what do we do with them? Leave them on the truck. So they had barrels sitting on the truck for a while.
Nice.
And then...
they chipped them.
Then the problem is that Estes Park said that you can only have so much whiskey in production for... at any one time, because it's a fire hazard, because it's a hazmat. Okay? Which
alcohol.
Usually, the thing is, if you put alcohol, like you put alcohol in a barrel, it's no longer considered in production, so you can keep making more. Estes Park said, no, none of that. If it's in a barrel, it's in production. And so they said, all right, well, we've got to get our whiskey done in 3 days.
Before they come back to check.
And get that stuff out the door. Get it in the bottles, get it out the door. And so it's kind of a cool, it's kind of a cool story getting around the bureaucracy.
Sure.
Yeah, which is neat.
I'm not sure it makes for a very good whiskey, though.
And that's the question. Yeah. They actually, and Estes Park has since removed these restrictions, so they're now able to make their stuff traditionally. As far as I know, their green label, which they don't actually say. They don't say which label is which. So I was super confused for a while. They don't say which is their green, their regular Colorado, and which is their peach, and which is their. Yeah. They have a Jack Daniel's finished one, which is so. That was a little confusing to me. But as far as I know, the green label is still made that same way.
Sure, it makes sense.
Yeah. But
very young, very green.
It does taste quite young.
Oh.
I agree. And it's the one thing I do like though. It's at 50% alcohol. That's pretty cool. That they put it at 100 proof.
You catch the ethanol. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, and honestly.
And if you're gonna drink something for the alcohol, this would be it.
It's not. I don't think it's as green as a lot of stuff we've had. I mean, it does smell young. There's some brown sugar there though. There's some brown sugar notes.
Yeah.
And, there's a little dry, tannic kind of thing.
Yeah. It's a little rough.
But I don't know. Yeah. I promised I'd be nice to them. Erica made me promise I'd be nice to these guys because we went and visited them. We met one of the guys' ma.
Ooh.
And so we were like, we have to be nice to Elkins.
Sure.
So we don't want to be mean. This is interesting.
It's very interesting.
It's very interesting.
It's got a unique history and
it does taste a little young though.
Oh yeah.
And I got it for $30. Craft distilling's always more expensive.
Sure.
Yeah. So, but I knew we had to have it on the show.
This is a conversation piece.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just a little rough around the edges. Yeah. And so I think
we've had much worse.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. That's why I don't want to call this
prior episodes there.
I don't want to call this one a worst whiskey watch. I want to call it a weird whiskey watch. I want to be nice to these guys. They didn't make something that was completely unpalatable.
Right.
So
this we can choke down.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah. Any last thoughts on the Colorado-made Elkins whiskey? You know how many different elk places there are out there?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
And moose.
Yeah, and moose. Yeah. It's like 1 elk, 2 elk, red elk, blue elk out there.
Well, that's our first one from Colorado.
Yeah, we have a bunch coming. We have so many more coming. Erica and I went nuts. If you look at our Facebook page, you can see me semi-drunkenly running through everything we bought.
One of those.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Wow.
So, until next time, though.
Hey.
Stay rotten.